Hello, I'm Jen Lee and I own Jen Lee Law. But behind Jen Lee Law, there is an awesome team of professionals that help out with all of our cases, whether it's from your first contact with the firm to a social media post that you saw online to a hearing with one of our attorneys. These videos were created to have you meet the team and know who you're talking to. So let's meet the team behind Jen Lee Law.
Morning, Leo. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Good morning. Happy New Year.
So, you are the most recent member to Jen Lee Law's team, and we're just doing a quick intro video to figure out who you are, where you came from, and why you help with bankruptcy clients. So, where are you from originally? Are you a Bay Area native?
Yes, I am from Bay Area. I'm from Contra Costa County. That's where I grew up, and I went to UC Santa Barbara and then UC Hastings Law School in San Francisco,
Okay.
and been here all my life except for 1 year. I did study in France, so
Mhm.
I do have that international background. But otherwise, I'm from the Bay Area.
Very cool. So, I think you're one of the only ones that I know that are California that stayed here and everything's good. So, France is fun though. It's a cool experience. I encourage lots of people to do like a study abroad type thing because it's just a fun experience. So how long have you been at Jen Lee Law?
I started in August, so I'm a relatively new member of the team, but I'm not new to bankruptcy. I was a worked for the Chapter 13 trustee in the Oakland division for over 11 years.
Okay.
I was the senior counsel before I left to join here, and I'm excited to get started to actually, work with clients and help individuals and small businesses get through tough times.
So at the Chapter 13 trustee, what does as a senior counsel there, what did you do? Were you looking at Chapter 13 cases? What was your job there?
I was reviewing essentially all the cases that came in the door. And when you work for a trustee, there's thousands of cases filings, and at some point we had over 10,000 cases in our office. So I kind of reviewed them from top to bottom, prepped them, helped the trustee. You make recommendations to the bankruptcy court, conducted meeting of creditors, which is an essential part of all bankruptcies, and motions, objections, appeals,
I was going to say you did some
operation hearing.
appeals too. So yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
that's good. That's great experience too to have that other side of the fence view of things. So that helps our clients out a lot these days. And then you said you went to law school at Hastings. Did you go straight through from undergrad at Santa Barbara straight to Hastings?
Actually, I took a couple years off, and at that point, because I had studied in France and I met my wife there, so my first legal case was actually bringing her over. So I worked on some immigration, got involved in a little bit of the petitions to bring over my wife, the green card, the applications, the all that other stuff. So I actually started 2 years, so about 2 years, and then I went to UC Hastings and in San Francisco. I enjoyed it there. Great law school, met a lot of
Yep.
connections, great professors, great friends who've gone around to work all over the Bay Area and the country and the world.
Very cool. That's cool. You met your wife in France too. Those are always fun stories, and kids can be bilingual too. And so that tell us a bit about your family. You have
Yeah,
the wife
so
and you have kids. Yeah.
yeah, I have two kids. My son is 11 years old and he's in fifth grade. I can't believe it.
That's
My
fast.
daughter's, yeah, 8 years old. She's in third grade. And we, they're, enjoying school. It's been a difficult period the last couple of months, the last year or so. But they
Yeah.
seem to be adapting and doing well. And my wife is a French teacher, and she does some other tutoring, some
Mhm.
translations. And so she's busy at home. I'm busy here, and we're all
Yep.
we're all doing well.
So that brings up an interesting point. So what languages do you speak then?
So I speak French fluently,
Okay.
and the kids are bilingual.
Yeah.
And and I'm Greek American. So my dad was first generation. My grandfather immigrated here, and my mom is second generation Greek. So I do speak a little bit of Greek. I know enough to get by. I have been to Greece several times when I was growing up, and so I can go to a restaurant. I know how to order the good food. And I know if, they have a
Yeah.
basic kind of how are you doing, things like that. So, but what I'd like to learn more, and I also speak a little bit of Spanish because the French and Spanish are similar. So I'm working on that. I wouldn't say I'm bilingual, but I can understand a little bit, and then I can speak a little bit as well. So
Yeah, that's always funny because I speak Spanish, and so when I went to France, I could understand like the signs and things like that, but I
right,
couldn't
right,
speak anything. But yeah, you're right. It's very similar in some ways.
right.
Okay, and so what's your why? Why do you like bankruptcy work? What do you like about what made you pick this area?
Well, I like to say that I graduated from law school and I wanted to go into real estate law. And I guess you could say bankruptcy found me instead. It was during the Great Recession. Gosh, we kind of forget about that about 10 years ago with everything that's going on right now. But and I started working for a solo practitioner in San Francisco who did Chapter 7s and 13s, to kind of get my feet wet. And I enjoyed it because it kind of brought, there are different aspects to bankruptcy. And so you can bring in different areas of the law. So there was the real estate law, which actually kind of really helped just understanding the priority between liens, first mortgage, second mortgages, statutory liens, just having a
Mhm.
basic understanding. And the tax issues and the business issues, although they're not central, they all kind of play a part. And
Yeah,
so, and I enjoyed, helping people who are going through tough times, because I think we all go through tough times. I've been through tough times, and we don't like to talk about it. There's a stigma attached to it, but sometimes you need to talk to someone who can help, and you need to seek, professional advice. And that's why we're here, to help individuals, small businesses kind of get back on their feet when they're going through tough times.
yeah. Cool. That is probably my reason why too. So I appreciate that all of the attorneys and staff that we have kind of gear towards that because we like helping people get back on their feet. So, well, thank you for your time.